Okay, it's Friday. I'm wearing the same shirt as Thursday because today's video is going to be me just giving you random fun things to do. So here's one of them, and I don't know what it's called. But if you go to your Instagram stories, is it called layout? There'll be a picture here. I love the layout feature because if you have something and you have a lot of photos of it, but you don't want to make like a billion posts, layout works great. So all you do is kind of tap and get your pictures in there. And then I like to go to the text and do a bunch of slashes. Sometimes I like to kind of divide them out with a cute slash. So layout, I love it. Another thing is kind of what we did yesterday, where we were taking a screenshot when we were replying to a picture. If you have a lot of text you want to get across, or even not a lot of text, but you want to get people's attention, because like when there's a lot of text, yeah, you can hold the screen and it will freeze the story, but not everybody knows that. And a lot of people are just holding their phone looking, and they're not. So anyway, so here's my tip. Write some of your text, take a screenshot, post it. Go back, grab your screenshot, which has the text you just wrote, and a GIF. If you put a GIF on that first one, it will move when you bring it back. Write some more text. Don't move your picture. Like that way, when you look at it, whatever you wrote first is always going to be in the same spot. So it's very visually appealing. So maybe write some more text, send it. Oh, take a screenshot, send it. A third time, write some more text. If you're done, you don't take a screenshot. But what you could do is take a screenshot, send it. Maybe on the fourth one, put some glittery stars or some flashes around something. So if people are kind of like flipping through, they see this 4 times and it will really get their attention. So that is my tip. If you need to write something kind of big or you really want to get people's attention, write a little bit and take some screenshots. Okay, my third and fourth tip I'll combine here. It's one of my favorites. The third one is get creative with the fonts. This is not something I'm good at, and this is why I would love for you to watch various people's Instagram stories just to, quite honestly, copy the cool things they do. The cursive font, and Instagram changed their fonts like 2 months ago, and I'm still struggling with it. But get creative with the fonts. Combine them. That's what I'm trying to say. Get creative and combine them. Here is my fourth. It's not really a trick. It's just something I think is cute. If you use the typewriter font and type out a word and put a space in between each letter, so it's like kind of spread out, and then use the drawing tool, make it medium size-ish. You can always delete whatever doesn't work, and then put little dots over the letters. I just think that looks super cute. So that's not an exciting tip, but I love it. And you know what? Here's just a random tip. There's so many fonts now. I use 2, sometimes 3, but mostly 2. I kind of want my stuff to be consistent. I don't have like a brand colors or whatnot. So if you do, use them. But I use the same 2 fonts. I use the 2 pinks quite a bit just to keep things consistent a little bit. You know what I mean? So think about that. Plus, if you keep things consistent, making your Instagram stories will be a lot quicker. Instead of like, what font should I use? What color should I use? Boom, use font. Boom, use pink. You're done. Oh, also, boom, use, gift collections. I use that Ola, the Disneyland. Those are pretty much the 2 I use all the time. So like, boom, boom, boom. What used to take you a minute to be like, what gift? What font? Piece of cake. So another tip for making your Instagram stories look amazing is the eyedropper tool. So get a picture on there, either a repost or your own picture. And at the bottom by the colors, well, first you have to select, the pencil writing tooly thing. And at the bottom by the colors, first of all, did you know you can just press on a color and it will bring up a whole gradient of colors? But if you don't want to waste your time picking the perfect color, there's a little eyedropper tool. Click on the eyedropper tool and then just drag it anywhere on your image, and it will pretty much suck up that color. And then you can use that color to draw. You can use that color to write with. It will match perfectly. And you can also eyedrop off of a GIF too. So if you put a GIF on there and then you want to write something that matches the GIF, eyedropper tool. I thought of another one. Sorry, I'm looking for my dowel rod. It's like my security dowel rod. Highlights. This is what shows up on your main page. And this is for Instagram stories. After you post an Instagram story, if you go back to it, look at the bottom, one of the options is, it says highlight or add to highlights. And then you pick an existing highlight, or you can easily create a new one. So highlights are things that are on your page forever. So this would be part of your business, something that you'd want people to refer to, a discount code or information about something. Every once in a while, maybe take a screenshot of your page, make it look cute with some emojis, some arrows, and be like, hey, check out this highlight. Instagram will just take one of your photos in the highlight and make it the cover, or maybe you can pick a cover. Here's what I would suggest. Go to Canva. They have things where you can make cute covers. Or if you look at my tie-dye page, we just have random pictures of tie-dye. So like tie-dye we found on the internet. We put that in our Instagram story because we had to put that picture in Instagram stories to get it on the highlight. And then after 24 hours, it goes away. You can also just take a photo, or make an Instagram story, make it a solid color and put a little GIF or emoji in there, and then add that to your highlight. And then you can make it the cover page. All right, that was long-winded. I don't do a whole lot of highlights, so I'm not the pro, but because I don't have a real business. But if you have a real business, especially once you can get swipe up features, highlights will be your best friend. Okay, one last tip, unless I think of something else. You can check your metrics now that you have access to your metrics because you have a business account, and you can actually see what posts are doing the best and what stories are doing the best. So if you've been doing a variety of stories, you can see what's working for you. And same with your posts. You can see which one of your posts has the most interactions. Usually once a month, I'll go look up which one of my posts is doing the best, and I will repost it onto my stories, because you can actually repost your own stuff. You don't have to tag yourself. A lot of people do this right when they post something. They'll repost their stories, then they'll put a little GIF that says new post, click here, tap here. I'm not against that, but some people just do it all the time. I don't know. I think it's just personal preference on my part. I like to do it, like I said, after the fact. Your super fans may have forgotten about that post, and a month later if you repost it, they might be like, oh, I will go check that out again. All right. I have had fun this week, and I shouldn't say goodbye, because if I think of something else, I'll be posting it next.